There we go. Alright. What's up, Twitch? Underline here. Today I'm doing something a little bit different, as I'm playing ZZZ 0. Well, I'm playing it, so I might as well stream it and see how it goes.
So Lycon is still himself after all.
So this is just gonna be a relaxing stream.
For my mistake. In order to not waste your time, allow me to read the contents of the post aloud for you. With the waning moon nigh, the chosen shall descend as the clock strikes midnight. O sinners, await judgment in silence. That is what the title says. And now allow me to read the contents for you. On the day of revelation, during the embers of the waning moon, I shall become the chosen of the heavens and descend upon this land of sins, taking back the divine heart in the name of hope. Signed, the Companion of Justice.
Companion of Justice, huh?
Well, that all sounds pretty mysterious. Do you understand any of that, Wise?
I understand each word on its own, but when put together... Lycon, would you mind translating?
Considering the follow-up posts made by this poster, this thread should be a declaration that the poster intends to infiltrate a hollow tonight to steal a famous painting that will be in transport then. And this very painting belongs to one of my current employers. As a qualified attendant, it is my duty to protect my client's assets. Thus, I was hoping to have you accompany me into the hollow and help stop the theft.
Well, we can, but this post looks like a prank written by a kid trying to sound edgy.
Indeed, you aren't wrong to think that way. I too have considered that possibility.
Oh, so you know the meaning of edgy?
The word edgy appeared in the comments multiple times. In order to figure out the exact meaning of this term, I scoured the web and carefully perused several books on the topic before getting an understanding of the nuance behind it.
Lycon really is diligent.
Even if the post is, as you said, merely a prank, that is also an acceptable outcome. You see, eliminating potential threats to my master's safety is also an important duty of an attendant. Of course, regardless of the outcome, I will see to it to give you sufficient compensation, Master Proxies. As this is quite urgent, I'm willing to offer twice the usual commission fee as compensation, if that would be all right with you.
We'll take it. After all, what kind of friends would we be if we didn't help a friend in need?
No second thoughts whatsoever, huh, Belle?
Well then, I suppose this contract is settled. Thank you kindly for your trust. I shall take my leave for now. Once both of you are ready, please make your way to the hollow.
Big cringe. Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright.
Ready and waiting.
Touch my tail? And
Awaiting further instructions.
is it work time? Let's hurry! I want to be back
Already
by
pretty
dinner.
much leveled. I've got a couple good characters. I'm a completely free-to-play player, though. So it's not like I have any C6s. Actually, the Senkaku is almost a C6. She is a C5. Ooh, woman.
That person just now looked super suspicious.
Warning. Ethereal energy detected ahead.
I would love to have Lycon, but I don't have him yet. Because he would complete my team.
Go after them. You needn't worry. Leave the cleaning to me.
Oh, so good.
Strong ethereal energy detected up ahead.
That thief was able to get through despite being so small and weak. You should be more vigilant.
calm now.
Hey, you wanna play with me?
Losing advantage. Clear out. Speak off. You should
Mines.
turn right, but there are some supplies up ahead.
There
How
are.
about your decision, Master Proxy?
Miss me. Did I not? Okay. I was like, did I not pick it up?
The path ahead seems to be blocked by ethereals. Don't worry, I'll clear the way for you.
Watch out there!
Amateurs. Take this. We're surrounded by ethereals, though it matters not. Please allow me a little time to deal with them.
Wait.
Out of the way.
What is that? Oh. Stuff.
Looks like that thieves trap for some materials.
Things don't look too good. Let's deal with the surrounding ethereals first. Stand still.
Don't mess up my nails.
So, this is the thief?
You're making a weird face. What's wrong?
No, it's nothing. This is just a bit shocking.
Shocking? How so?
Please, do not worry. It's nothing major, it's just that, well, this lady thief is my current employer. Not long ago, I was contracted by her family and temporarily took over their previous attendance duties.
Wait, so that means she's stealing something her family already owns?
Master, I have found a proverb that fits the current situation. She is going against her family, like machine oil that decided to flood the workshop. Ha ha, ha ha.
Fairy, this isn't the time for bad jokes.
Miss Lilac, could you explain why you are here?
I know not of this lilac you speaketh of. Thou dost not know my name. But, very well. Allow me to enlighten thee. Mortals, hear me! My name is Lempeluch Asnabel Phantomhine Lilac.
That's too damn long.
They also call me the Chosen of the World's End, the Companion of Justice.
Isn't that still just lilac then?
Incorrect. That's Lempeluch Asnabel Phantomhine Lilac to you, not lilac.
Grandiose, yet lengthy and jumbled terminology, speech filled with emotion but lacking any efficiency in communication. I see. I suppose this is a textbook example of the edgy speech pattern. However, from my perspective, it appears you have no issues communicating with her. Could this be the popular subculture amongst the youth today?
I guess. If you went back like 8 trends ago.
If I might be blunt, your explanation is also quite confusing. However, we shouldn't linger here. I recommend we escort her out of the hollow.
Sweet.
And whom might thou be?
This is Belle, a friend of mine. Miss Lilac, about what happened just now.
I have told thee before, I am not Lilac. I am Lampeluche Asnabel Phantomhine Lilac.
What a long name. Did you just make that up on the spot?
Made what up? This name is from my favorite comic. I mean, this is the name bestowed upon me since conception.
Aha, I heard that. From the comics, huh?
Miss Lilac, would you like blueberry mousse or orange tart for afternoon tea tomorrow?
Blueberry mousse, for sure.
So you finally admitted it. You're just his boss's kid, Lilac.
How could you use food to trip me up? That's cheating!
There it is. The classic staple of the edgy persona. Speaking normally once exposed.
Miss Lilac, if I may ask you, why do you want to steal this painting?
Stealing a painting? As expected, you can only see the surface of all this. Unfortunately for your feeble minds, the shallows do not typically contain the truth.
May I be so bold as to assume that the post on Internet was also put up by you?
What post? I don't know of any post.
On the day of revelation, during the embers of the waning moon, I shall become the chosen of the heavens and descend upon this land of sins, taking back...
Stop. Okay, what's with that bland as hell reading? If you tried to sign up for the organization right now, I bet they'd drop you in the first round. But the organization probably wouldn't want someone as stuffy as you in the first place. Never mind a painting. I bet you couldn't even steal a coin.
What is this organization you speak of?
The organization is the organization. Stealing this painting is the test they gave me. Once I pass this test, I can join them and become a companion of justice. I just
That's not
didn't
really
think that I'd get something
justice.
belonging to my parents as a target.
What kind of organization tests people by making them steal things?
Obviously, a Phantom Thieves Syndicate. What else? Do you really not know about Mockingbird? The most famous Phantom Thieves in all of New Eridu?
Searching for Mockingbird, an infamous thief syndicate that steals from the rich and gives to the poor. Though their reputation is quite mixed, they once fooled and scammed almost all the wealthy elites of New Eridu. The organization was inactive for quite some time, but has recently resurfaced on Internet.
They're merely a group of criminals, nothing more.
Mockingbird isn't just some group of criminals. They're chivalrous thieves who steal from the rich and give to the poor. They are justice itself. And I am one of the chosen, Lampeluche Asnabel Phantomhine Lilac, also known as the chosen of the world's end, the companion of justice.
Miss Lilac.
That's enough. Don't try to stop me. You can't possibly understand this kind of justice or my determination to become a phantom thief.
You misunderstand. As an attendant, it is my duty to protect my master's assets. So I cannot allow you to steal this painting. However, please do not worry. As per the contract I have signed, you too are my employer, and I will not prevent you from doing as you wish, nor will I tell your parents. Yet I must warn you, the organization that calls itself Mockingbird is not necessarily trustworthy, and there are great risks in trying to join. I hope you can reconsider.
I thought you were gonna be all stuffy and stuck up like my previous attendants. Never thought you might be different from those old fossils. As for the painting, It's fine, even if you don't let me take it. I have other ways.
Please do not worry. I will not let the situation remain as it currently is. It's just considering what I know of people such as Miss Lilac. Forcing my opinion will only cause more trouble. If I want her to understand the issue at hand, I need to find a more appropriate method. Something more direct and impactful that'll teach her where the issue lies. Apart from that, I also need some time to look into this ostensible Mockingbird's current dealings more thoroughly.
Lycon, have you dealt with Mockingbird before?
I wouldn't say dealt with is an accurate way to describe my relationship with Mockingbird. It has to do with a mistake I once made. I apologize. This has to do with some unpleasant history. When the opportunity presents itself, I will tell you more. You have my word.
Hey, cool. Alright, I'm gonna continue this story. Yep. On to the next one.
Ah, you are very punctual. I wanted to discuss with you that recently, Miss Lilac has been acting rather strange. While she usually frequents the bookstore, recently, she has been going to the noodle shop instead.
What's wrong with the noodle shop? Noodles are the best.
I apologize. I have no bias against noodles. What I mean is, Miss Lilac's least favorite food is noodles. She even said, noodles being the Protec's favorite food, that's so last year. It's a new year now. Have some creativity.
So Lilac really is a huge comic nerd, huh?
In addition, according to what her chauffeur and bodyguards said, she even skipped her extra classes today. This is completely unprecedented. Miss Lilac has always been well-behaved and never skips classes. Even in her free time, she spends it almost entirely reading comics. I have a suspicion that this all might have to do with that so-called Mockingbird organization.
You think the Phantom Thieves are teaching Lilac bad habits?
Yes, I believe so. In any case, in order to ensure that there are no potential threats to her safety, I wish to do some investigating at the places she frequents. If I could be so bold as to ask you to accompany me, I believe you are likely more familiar with Lumina Square than I am.
Of course! I know Lumina Square like the back of my hand.
It seems you are indeed quite familiar with the location. I was wise to ask for your help. Ah, yes. There was something else I wished to discuss with you. May I call you Master while investigating, just in case? I believe using this to cover our identities will be more convenient for us.
Of course. You can call me whatever.
Thank you for your cooperation. Then, let us begin from the noodle shop.
Alright, I gotta let my dogs out real quick, so
Awaiting further instructions.
give me 1 minute. Alright, that went really smoothly. Normally I have to fight them. Rounds. And the notices. Sweet, but not greasy and not spicy.
I did not expect Miss Lilac would actually work here part-time. Logically speaking, she would not lack pocket money to spend. Unless... perhaps she's saving up to purchase something particularly expensive.
What if... maybe Lilac wants to buy the painting she wanted to steal?
As expected of a great proxy such as yourself, you came to this conclusion immediately as well. Lilac's parents have been planning to sell a batch of paintings recently. That painting is amongst them, and I hear it was reserved a couple of days ago. But that painting is not cheap. If I had to guess, I'd say it costs about...
Wait, how much? How could someone her age come up with that much money?
Well, in terms of material wealth, my employer is indeed quite affluent.
Material wealth? Is there another kind of wealth?
Miss Lilac's parents are usually exceptionally busy and are unable to spend time with her. However, they are very strict and expect the best from her. No matter what she is doing, she usually has a chauffeur or bodyguards to accompany her. Well, excuse me, monitor her actions would be a more apt way to put it. Every day after school, Miss Lilac also has endless extracurricular and supplementary classes to attend. Though she may have material wealth, is she truly happy? I've been wondering ever since I took over attendant duties for this household. Perhaps that is exactly why Miss Lilac spends so much time with her comics. At the very least, in the world of comic book fiction, she is free.
That is true.
You're such a sweet guy.
You flatter me, but I may not be how you think I am. Someone once told me that family is an everlasting, unavoidable curse placed upon a person. No matter how much you grow, no matter where you go, that curse will forever follow you like a shadow. When you fall to rock bottom or climb to your peak, it will appear, turning you back into that helpless, powerless child who can do nothing but hide in the closet and weep. Perhaps it is because I have never known the feeling of being bonded to someone through blood, but I've always believed that family should not be a curse, as they had told me.
Family can be full of warmth. They can be the people who support you every step of the way.
It seems you and your kin are quite close. I am sincerely happy to know that. I believe Lilac chose to work part-time due to her family as well. Perhaps her savings are just short of being able to afford the painting, and she does not wish to ask her parents for help. Or perhaps she simply wants to obtain something through the efforts of her own two hands. However, what I am most worried about is that if Miss Lilac did manage to buy the painting, it would then follow that she would meet with members of Mockingbird. If this is so, she may end up in danger. So, could I be so bold as to ask you to accompany me to another location? Once we are there, I should be able to confirm where exactly that painting will end up.
I don't feel like walking.
You seem to have something about which you would like to inquire. Please, go ahead.
How come you know so much about this sort of thing?
I've merely dabbled a little in such things. I would not consider myself an expert. I understand your confusion. However, this concerns my past. It also concerns my nemesis.
I see. You haven't said anything yet, but I get it.
Indeed. They are memories I would rather not bring up. In any case, that past is not pleasant.
All right, I'll let you off the hook for now. Guess I'll just have to interrogate you later.
Thank you for your understanding. As a matter of fact, I once had dealings with these intermediaries due to, well, I had my reasons. Many of them are so cunning, they will take advantage of any weaknesses they perceive. It takes patience and effort to deal with them. If you ever come across such merchants in the future, please be careful. And do not give your trust lightly. Seeing as Miss Lilac has already obtained the painting, she must be meeting with the people from Mockingbird soon. We must stop her before she should have just finished her supplementary classes.
Started walking, then I said, nah, I'm done. Just, nah, you're not getting it. She's just trying to be edgy. Edgy. It's ancient. Yeah, that trend died like last decade. Oh. Alright. At the last PTA, her books didn't show. Some old dude came instead. I think it was her attendant. Thought it was her grandpa. But seriously, she's loaded. She's even got a personal chauffeur. Why doesn't she just hire a tutor to teach her at home then? Who knows? Maybe she wants to make friends. She's solo all the time. I feel kind of sorry for her. It's not like there's much we could do. Legit can't make heads or tails of what she says. I just cringe saying that. Plus, she's always buried in her comics during breaks. I'm like, no thanks. I wouldn't want to hang with someone like her. Asshole. Get over here, bitch! Motherfucker. I have the power of the main character. I can teleport. But not very well, apparently. Stop making me run! God. It's a little more important.
Miss Lilac, please. We have no ill intentions. And I do not agree with what those other students said about you. I merely want to warn you that Mockingbird is suspicious. It is possible you may encounter danger if you go.
Even if I'm in danger, it doesn't concern you. In the end, you're just an attendant that my parents hired. Why are you trying to stick your nose into everything? In any case, you're probably just like those other people. You must think I'm a freak, just like they do. Well, I'm so sorry that you're forced to take care of someone who only causes trouble, who no one loves, who's edgy and delusional like me.
I've never thought that. Miss Lilac, you are the respectable, important employer of Victoria Housekeeping. We would never treat someone like yourself with such utter disrespect.
But you weren't even willing to listen to what I said.
My most sincere apologies. My knowledge is lacking. I have yet to better understand popular subcultures, such as what being edgy truly means. I shall make sure to take lessons and educate myself on it.
I don't think taking lessons on being edgy is necessary.
It doesn't matter anymore. This is all just the price I need to pay to become a companion of justice. I bought the painting so I can finally meet with them. The people at Mockingbird told me that I'm the most promising recruit yet. I will join them and become a companion of justice. You cannot stop me.
I understand. If that is your wish, I will not stop you. I will help you fulfill it.
I'm meeting with Mockingbird at the Ballet Twins at this time tomorrow. You know, I can in fact do this by myself. I don't need you. I've got a carrot and I've prepared weapons to deal with the ethereals. So, I don't care if you come or not. It's up to you.
My apologies. I have brought shame to myself. By making Miss Lilac feel uncomfortable, I have failed in my duties as an attendant.
I mean, he really cares, so that's all that really matters.
Are you really going to do this? To help Lilac fulfill her wish?
Yes, I will. However, the wish I will help her fulfill is what her heart truly desires. If I'm correct in my suspicions, she doesn't simply wish to join Mockingbird. That's only what's on the surface. She has other needs, emotional needs, that are truly what she seeks to fulfill. The fish has taken the bait.
Fish? What fish? Where?
That organization calling itself Mockingbird has contacted me. Master Proxy, may I ask you for a favor? Please, this is something only you can do.
Yeah, anything, dude. Most people be like, anything or you, mama. Just getting good. Come on. Please tell me I can finish it. I can. Cool. Tequila and ice. Ice, ice, baby. Do 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 do. Let's go kick some motherfucking ass.
Awaiting further.
Touch my tip. What a bother. Is it work time? Is food included?
Food's always included.
The way is blocked. Let's keep going up the stairs.
Trying to do no hits.
Taking advantage. I set the meeting time a little early, just in case. There are still some ethereals ahead.
Get flushed!
We best get rid of this filth first.
That's why you got here early? To deal with the ethereal?
Indeed. As an attendant, the safety of my client is paramount. Amateurs. Clear out!
Take me.
Meow.
Lilac is over there. Let's go talk to her.
Is Lilac really okay?
She may just need some time. But I believe she'll wake up. People need to go through some ups and downs in life to realize what they truly desire.
Sharknami!
I'm not very patient. That's probably obvious.
Man, that's fucking great. Just, I'm not very patient. Fuck this.
Lycon! No way! You...
Oh.
We had a deal! Deal? Oh, I made a deal. But not with you.
Oh. Ooh.
Master Proxy, I need your help. To investigate this so-called Mockingbird, I attempted to get into contact with them to express my desire to join their organization. Through my own methods, I found out they had already looked into my background and knew that, although I am currently working for Lilac's family, I am actually loyal to an unknown master. Could I trouble you with putting on an act with me? I would like you to meet with them, posing as this unknown master.
Am I not already your master?
You are indeed. I apologize for any lack of consideration. In order to help our disguise, I have crafted a new identity for you. You needn't worry.
Oh ho! So you are the one who wishes to join Mockingbird. You may call me Codename K. What do you think? It's a great name, isn't it? Doesn't it sound awe-inspiring?
What do you think?
K? That's a strange name.
It's Codename K! Don't just get rid of words in other people's names without the...
Oh, so you are also into the trending subcultures among young...
What trending subcultures? I don't know what you're talking about. Wait a minute. What the heck is Gemini gods?
My master has many enemies. Please understand that they cannot reveal their true name.
Enemies? Very well then. Since we're all in the same line of business, I'll be straight with you. Lilac is our golden ticket, and we put in a lot of effort to get her to bite. We gotta squeeze every last drop we can get. We plan to take care of her for a bit after she mistakenly stumbles into the hollow, and then contact her parents for some of that dough. You have a similar plan, right? How about we work together? we can split it 70-30. 70 for us, 30 for you.
Isn't that...
Kidnapping?
I'm so in.
As my master says, it's a deal.
So it's settled. Quick and forthright as expected of a fellow business person. I'll see.
We shall eagerly await your message. That should do it. Once we are there, we can pretend to work with them, photograph all the evidence of their wrongdoings, and then send the evidence to public security. Thank you for your cooperation. You are quite adept at acting.
Just what kind of identity did you give me?
Simply put, you are an influential and all-powerful head honcho of a crime syndicate that delights in doing evil. You have a network of elite agents at your beck and call, and I am one of your humble enforcers. Ah, right. There is something else I would like to discuss with you. Please do not inform Miss Lilac of any of this just yet. Speaking from personal experience, an encounter such as this cannot be resolved purely through reliance on others. We can help Miss Lilac deal with this threat, but we cannot protect her forever. She must see through this conspiracy herself. Perhaps this may be somewhat cruel, but in the long term, it will help her.
I suppose that makes sense. Let's do that then.
Thank you. I believe in Miss Lilac and her ability to overcome this.
Mr. Lycon!
Miss Lilac, until our contract ends, an attendant will never betray their master.
Damn you! I'm the great leader of Mockingbird!
I'm terribly sorry, but our Bangbu has recorded the truth of your criminal acts. If you surrender and admit your guilt now, I trust that public security will not administer too harsh of a punishment.
No, I won't go to jail. Never. I have no other choice. It's time you have a taste of Mockingbird's claws!
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have gotten mad after you guys helped me.
It's okay. Let's let Lycon take care of these guys first.
As you command. O chosen one, please deliver your final judgment.
Huh? Wait, what did Lycon just say?
You've never failed to impress me, Esquire Lycon. Esquire Lycon! It's time to showcase your real power!
He's getting even more edgy.
Take them down!
As you wish, my liege.
Oh!
On the day of revelation, during the embers of the waning moon, that is when your karmic retribution shall strike.
Oh my god!
You're gonna get it, Mockingbird.
Allow me to give you a warning. Never say that name again, or else no one will be able to save you.
Oh,
It is done. They should no longer be able to pose a threat.
that's an awesome cutscene.
That was an impressive speech.
Yes. After we parted ways before, I took some time learning this trendy subculture. Miss Lilac, what did you think of my performance? Was it acceptable? I am so terribly sorry. It appears my imitation of popular subculture was so poor. I have angered...
Hey now, Lilac isn't crying because she's mad.
That's right. I just got ether in my eye. That's all. I'm sorry. I was the one who dragged you into all of this. You know, when Mockingbird first reached out to me, I did notice they were really focused on me. They were super sus. But then they said I was one of the chosen. They said they needed my power. And no one has ever said anything like that to me before. And then it was like I just stopped thinking. I'm so sorry.
Don't worry, it's all good. We don't blame you.
Miss Lilac, I don't think you need to be so harsh on yourself. Each and every person will have experiences like this of some sort. I once walked the wrong path as well, but it's all right. If one can turn back in time, they will manage to find their true path in life.
Thank you. Now that I think about it, that was so embarrassing. I can't believe I was going around proudly calling myself the companion of justice. In reality, I just
Reminds me of the fucking China bro. Fucking anime.
Well, I think what we're doing now is in the name of justice, don't you? It is only thanks to you that we were able to gain video evidence of their crimes and take them down.
Mr. Lycon.
I'm really sorry to ruin the mood here, but how are we going to move the people we knocked out of the hollow? Should I call PubSec?
That is indeed an issue. If needed, I can...
Hey, what are you doing here? Were you the ones who called?
Public security? Why are they here?
Oh, I almost forgot. Before I entered the hollow, I set an automatic SOS. If I were gone too long, my phone would automatically call PubSec.
Huh. Didn't expect Lilac to be so prepared.
What's up with these tied-up people?
These are the legendary Phantom Thieves, Mockingbird.
I believe that sums it up. We took video evidence of the criminal activities that were being committed. We will submit it all to public security shortly.
I see. Well then, I'll take these suspects back with me.
Excuse me? I'm really sorry for causing all this trouble. It's because of me that all this happened in the first place.
Why are you apologizing? We should be thanking you. You helped public security take down an entire criminal syndicate. Good job, young lady.
Huh?
That's right, Miss Lilac. I think you do deserve the title Companion of Justice.
Thank you all so much!
No! God damn it! Ugh. Almost rank 40. Fuck! Can we go up there? Cannot. I just noticed that too. I think I'll get extra once this whole story is complete, which will get me there. Think. Yeah.
Hello! I brought some desserts. Please, have some. I hope you like them. My friend recommended this flavor to me, and I bought Mom and Dad some too. It should taste real good. Well, actually, after what happened, word had been going around that one of the students helped PubSec take down a huge crime syndicate. Everyone's real curious who it is, and saying how amazing that student is. I know it's only thanks to you. Okay, so recently, I had an idea. And the true heroes are always behind the scenes. I've decided to draw my own comic series based on the topic. The protagonist,
Nice.
intent on becoming a hero, and after experiencing all kinds of encounters, eventually realizes that true justice exists in everything he's done. A story like that, yeah.
That sounds awesome. So, you know how to draw, Lilac? That's so cool.
I've read a lot of comics, and though I might not be all that great at drawing now, I want to try.
I think that's a marvelous idea.
I think so too. Thank you so much. This all really means a lot to me. Mr. Lycon, Mom and Dad said that your contract with our family ended. They said you didn't renew it because your schedule is already so stacked. Though it's sad to see you go. I guess it can't be helped. But there's something I want to say to you. You're the best attendant I've ever had.
I am honored to receive such praise from you.
What was that?
Guess I'll be off then. Let's have dessert together again, when we get the chance.
You seem surprised.
Lilac seems to be doing really well. I didn't think she would recover so quickly.
I believe the reason Miss Lilac was susceptible to manipulation was because no one had ever expressed belief in her in such a way before. Her parents didn't spend much time with her due to work, and others her age didn't understand her hobbies. Thankfully, she has now found a passion to pursue, become closer with her parents, and made new friends. I am truly happy for her. By the way, here is your compensation. It is as we agreed, double your usual fee. I am, as ever, grateful for your help.
Don't mention it. Remember to hit us up if you need any.
Of course. You are the best proxy I know. Truly. By the way, public security has confirmed that the people we took care of were merely copycats of Mockingbird. They used the name Mockingbird for their scams and deception.
You knew from the very start that they were a fake, didn't you?
I see nothing gets past you. You could say that I am quite familiar with the real Mockingbird. Thus why, when I heard the name, I already knew something was amiss.
Familiar? How'd you become familiar? How familiar? Go on, spill the tea, sis.
I was once deeply involved.
Wait, so you mean that you were...
Yes, it is exactly what you think. Now you know me in my entirety. I sincerely hope that this doesn't frighten you. If I may, allow me to share another secret. In reality, I have had contact with this edgy concept before. Or this popular subculture, I suppose. I have even memorized and recited such sentences. Of course, under the influence of a certain old acquaintance.
Really? I want to hear?
Well, if that is your wish, allow me to say now that if you wish to laugh, please do. There's no need to hold it back on my account. It would not be good for your health. Well then, let me begin. I offer this supreme honor to you. In this land of sin and virtue, solemnly do I swear. Humility, courage, integrity, compassion, fairness, self-sacrifice, devotion, honor. I shall never compromise in my fight against evil. I shall never back down in my goal to uplift the downtrodden. I shall never betray my loyalty to my companions.
It's loyalty to justice.
Oh boy.
Lycon, I can't believe you're having trouble memorizing such simple lines. Could it be that there's something wrong with you here?
Look at that.
Speaking of, why am I the only one who has to recite these cheesy as all hell lines?
Because my performance is impeccable, and so I need no extra training. You, on the other hand, have
Oh man.
twice already.
So what? We still got the job done.
Using violence over time is so very boring. In any case, I want far more than just this. Imagine it, Lycon. One day, we will be like those who stand at the top, under the spotlight of praise and defamation, admiration and loathing, faith or betrayal. So, doesn't that sound super entertaining?
Save your daydreams for after we get this job done.
Oh my gosh, he's such a bully.
It looks like I'm a step too late. It matters not. It's about time for a reunion, dear traitor.
Ooh. Let's see, I've completed this one. I think I've completed this one. Yeah. Yeah, I can continue this one.
It's not behind the shelves.
Granny Leisha, what are you doing here?
I'm looking for the sweet cakes. The silly sweet cake isn't behind the shelf.
I'm not Drusilla. My name is Belle. Say it with me, Granny. Belle. Oh, forget it. I'm gonna call Rena.
Are you looking for the silly sweet cake again, Granny? Is this still part of the assessment? Oh, but it's okay. I still have the pictures from yesterday. Here, Granny. Are any of these photos the sweet cakes you're looking for? Granny? Granny, are you listening? Granny Leisha? She's completely focused on the TV. Manager, what's that on the TV in the corner? Is that an ad for a movie?
Yeah, it's Invasion Next Gen. It's about a hollow appearing in the city, and the ethereals inside it.
It's a hollow. There's a hollow. The sweet cakes are in danger.
What's wrong, Granny? That's just a movie. It's not real. My Drusilla! If this is still part of the assessment, it seems a little bit excessive. Or perhaps Granny really was affected by the ad. We should go check on her, Manager. Drusilla.
That's smart, putting a GPS tracker on your bang boo. Just like you should with the old... Oh, it looked like she had actual bunny ears. I was like, wait a damn second. Hello. Hard, like fucking Truck Coon just runs me up. There's Bus Coon right there.
I can't run anymore. My legs hurt, and my mouth is dry.
Have you calmed down now, Granny Leisha?
You guys.
No need to act so surprised. We've been right behind you since 6th Street and all through Lumina Square.
You... who are you? I don't have any money or anything of value. Why are you
Huh? Granny Leisha, are you being serious? I'm Rena, and this is the video store manager, Belle. Then, do you still remember the sweet cakes you're looking for? The silly sweet cake, loud sweet cake, and...
Sweet cakes. Oh, yes, I remember. I'm looking for my sweet cakes, but I've lost them all. I arranged to look for sweet cakes with someone yesterday.
What's going on? Is the Housekeeping Association's assessment process really this complicated?
With her reaction to that ad, I'm afraid this is more than just the housekeeping
Dementia.
assessment. Have you heard the medical
Or
term
Alzheimer's.
cognitive corruption syndrome?
Yeah,
Anyone who stays
Alzheimer's.
too long in a hollow may develop the disease in their later years, regardless of their ether aptitude. Symptoms include rapid memory decline, cognitive disorder, and repetitive speech. In severe cases, one's memory can regress to that of decades ago, forgetting everything that occurred afterward.
You mean she really forgot us?
I'm just speculating. But having provided care for elderly individuals with this condition in the past, it's all far too familiar. The constantly changing sweet cakes, not recognizing us. If it's not an intentional act, then it seems like the most likely possibility. Either way, I'll take Granny home first. There are plenty of ways I can confirm my hypothesis. Thank you, Manager. You must be tired too. You should go back and rest.
Okay. Let me know what happens, Rena. Goodbye, Granny Leisha.
Goodbye.
I'm sorry for the inconvenience caused to your store these past few days. Please, pass on my apologies to Wise, too.
Rena apologized to me? Well, I don't really mind. You're at the store every time Granny turns up, and I've conveniently missed every encounter.
Ah, you're both here.
That was fast. Is Granny's house close to here?
She lives near Lumina Square, so it didn't take long. But I'm a little worried about her. I checked with the neighbors. She's lived alone for a long time, and she does suffer from cognitive corruption syndrome.
So Granny isn't intentionally giving Rena a difficult task. She's just not fully aware. I'm surprised the Housekeeping Association chose her for the assessment. By the way, why didn't Drusilla resist when it got taken by Granny? It's a combat bangbu. It could have easily gotten away from her.
Is it because it had been switched to silent mode?
Even in silent mode, Drusilla can move on its own. I asked the same thing on the way here, and it gave me an unexpected answer. When Granny carried it away, she kept saying, "I can do it. I can protect you." That made it mistake Granny for me.
Huh? Is that possible? You two don't look alike at all. Could that phrase be some kind of passcode?
The Drusilla in front of you is actually designed based on a doll I picked up when I was little. I didn't have many friends at the manor back then. All I had to talk to was the doll I named Drusilla. Father didn't like the doll. He said it was something the servants had used, and told me to throw it away. But how could I throw away my only friend? So, I hid it in various places, trying hard to prevent my father from finding it. Under the bed, in the wardrobe, under the covers, constantly telling it, "I can do it. I can protect you." When I became an agent and decided to use Bangbu in combat, I handed this doll over to the manufacturer. Surprisingly, during their inspection, they found a tiny recording device inside the doll. As expected, it was already filled with the phrase, "I can protect you." So, impulsively, I transferred the recording data, along with the name Drusilla, to the Bangbu.
A manor... servants. So you were actually a wealthy heiress living in a mansion when you were younger, Rena? Now's not the time to pry. Let's get back to Drusilla.
Granny was muttering the same thing when she rushed out of the video store with Drusilla. To call it a passcode is actually fitting.
You're saying she mistook Drusilla for one of the sweet cakes and took it out of the store to avoid some kind of danger?
Judging from that ad that affected Granny, her sweet cakes were once, or are now, in danger because of a hollow.
But just what are these sweet cakes? We'll struggle to get to the bottom of things if we're unable to figure that out. However, the competition dropout and Crest of Waves trophy were both real at least, and the Wave sweet cake is still an important clue. I'll bring it back with me and talk to Granny. Oh, I didn't realize how late it was.
It's okay. It's still early for us.
Thank you. How about I bring some special tea treats I made myself as a token of my...
There's really no need.
Then I best be off. Please do let me know if Granny turns up at the store again.
Alright, I'm gonna go let my dogs in. So, I will be right back again. Because, you know, big dog. Sorry about that, I am back. And so, we rush back to the video store.
How are you, manager? Has Granny been to your store lately?
No. Has something happened?
I obtained the Crest of Waves replica trophy this morning and went to take it over to her. But the place was empty, and her door was ajar. The neighbors say she caused a commotion late last night, banging on doors claiming a hollow was coming, and she was going to White Wave Hospital to save the sweet cakes. She's been searching for sweet cakes everywhere for weeks now, so nobody took it seriously, and they convinced her to go back to her room and go to sleep. But by morning, she'd disappeared. She often goes out early to look for the sweet cakes, but this is the first time she hasn't locked her door, and the first time she's mentioned White Waves Hospital. It just seems odd. I filed a missing person report to public security, so I'm just waiting to hear from them now.
Gone to White Waves Hospital to save the sweet cakes? That's a new clue.
Searching for information on White Waves Hospital. White Waves Hospital is a renowned, large-scale, comprehensive medical facility in New Eridu. Earlier records go back 41 years to when it was forced to relocate due to a hollow disaster.
Wait, 41 years ago? That's the same year as that competition.
With funding from both the government and the public, White Wave Hospital, which has been relocated several times, retained most of its medical resources. Its symbol is a white wave.
A white wave? Is it a coincidence? Or have we been wrong from the start? The beauty pageant, the hospital, the wave? There must be a connection between the three. If you'll excuse me, manager, I'm going to contact a friend who works in medicine to investigate.
Let me know if you hear anything about Granny, even if she doesn't remember my name.
Well, as my current client, I must ask you to forgive her rudeness. Well then, I'll be going. Please don't let my
Awaiting further
Time for some tailcare.
Ready and waiting. I only handle technical matters.
Alright, I think after this mission, I'm going to end today's stream.
Preparations complete. I'm ready to begin, dear guide.
Dear guide. I like the sound of that.
Unfortunately, I cannot base my terms of address on personal preference. Using the correct titles in the right situations is important etiquette. Now, let's get back to Granny. Her memory has already regressed to that day 41 years ago.
That day... 41 years ago.
Yes. The Miss Metropolitan dropout incident and the White Waves Hospital hollow disaster both happened on the same day. and Granny Leisha was involved in both.
But what does this have to do with Granny's search for sweet cakes?
There is a connection. A big one. The sweet
Oh,
cakes are the
God.
link between these two events, and have been the source of strife in Granny's heart for 41 years. It's a long story. I had to contact a lot of people and piece it all together. But we don't have much time, so let's talk on the way. Granny Leisha from 41 years ago. She'd have been around my age now. She worked as a nurse at the White Waves Hospital back then. She was in charge of taking care of the newborns.
Don't just smile at me. The more sleep you get. You're drooling. Hey, that's quite the set of pipes you've got. Can you keep it down? You're going to frighten the other babies.
The hospital was short-handed, so Granny Leisha was always busy. Still, she loved her work. Of course, aside from her work, she had other things she wanted to accomplish. Oh dear, looks like we've got a bit of a situation. Let's tackle the issue at hand first.
This door looks like it needs 2 people to open it. Look, there's another button to control the door over there.
They can handle pressing the buttons.
Leave it to me! Not you! Both of us!
I'll leave these 2 children with you, Proxy. Please bring them with you as you search for a way forward.
Temporary access permissions for Drusilla and Anastella received. Action request approved.
Me, pick me!
The operational interface has been switched to Anastella.
Lead Anastella to push the button ahead. Great. Now Drusilla can get through.
I've stepped on the button!
You can use the permissions I've granted you to switch between them.
We're here! Both of us! I'm here! Drusilla too!
There's another up ahead.
There's a large switch up ahead. Seems like we need 2 Bangbu to step on it.
Leave it to Anastella and me! Drusilla, let's do it together! Gear coins! I found them! I'm standing on it! It's your turn, Anastella!
You can do it. It's up to you guys to press that switch.
Once they both get through, they'll be able to step on the main switch.
Main switch won't budge! We're here! Gonna step on the main switch! Yeah! Yeah!
Aren't my little Bangbu amazing? Our guide is pretty amazing too, of course. Now then, let's proceed. Let me continue with Granny's story. When she was young, Granny dreamed of becoming an actress. So she signed up for a beauty contest in her free time. That's right. It was the Miss Metropolitan pageant. Not just her colleagues, but she too was surprised at how far she got. Let's walk and talk. Granny emerged as the dark horse that year. To everyone's surprise, the judges gave her high scores. And just like that, Leisha Christie made it into the finals. Yet, on the day of the finals...
Is she coming? I remember in the news.
In a corner of the broadcasting room, numerous screens were showing the broadcast of the glamorous stage. But among them, an old TV was airing a piece of breaking news. It was a holo alert for areas including the White Waves Hospital. And so, on the screens showing that magnificent stage, the rising star who was about to be crowned Beauty Queen ran down the red carpet steps without turning back. and headed to the place on that old TV screen. Seems we have some uninvited listeners up ahead. Let's pause the story there for now.
Mina, I'll help.
Hey, it's here.
Come a little closer. This one's gotcha. Embrace your feelings. Give it. Travison. Here we go. As you will. Don't be afraid. It won't hurt. Go now, child.
Mastered once you enter.
Ah, it's yet.
Yeah, and more.
That should be where.
Time to step on the button.
Temporary access permission. Action request approved.
I'm stepped on it. The main switch is on.
We're very close to our destination.
Yes, and Granny.
Valve. The lock is not. Sufficient gear coins paid. Authentic.
Are the kids all right? Oh no! I remember the emergency exit should be. Don't be scared.
The hospital had already been. It was pitch black everywhere. Leisha didn't have time to. She took off her high heels to. She kicked away the. In a panic, she couldn't. Relying on her memory. Those clothes were all imprinted. One baby giggling, one baby that was, and another that cried. They were the wave sweep.
That must have been when she contracted. This is the last.
Let's get rid of it in one fell. As usual, I'll leave.
We'd better take it with us. Maybe that boss. Maybe that boss.
Biosignature.
Granny Lacia should be there.
Yes, we should.
These two bamboo.
Thank you for the compliment. So I'm going to withdraw.
Not here.
Oh, good. We found her, and she doesn't look hurt. Just...
I lost all the sweet cakes. The sweet cake with a silly smile. The sweet cake with a loud voice. And the drooling sweet cake. I couldn't protect any of them.
Huh? Rena, didn't you say all the sweet cakes had been saved back then?
Yes, I'm quite certain they were all saved. There's only one explanation. She doesn't even remember them being saved. Her memory has regressed to the night she was at the hospital, so she can only search for her missing sweet cakes. For her, the conclusion no longer exists. Granny Lacia, do you remember me? I'm Rena, and the new Eridu Housekeeping Association appointed me to help you.
Sweet cake! It's a sweet cake! Don't be scared, even if you're all that's left.
Multiple ethereals detected.
Rena, Granny Lacia, we need to get out of here. It'll be dangerous to stay any longer.
Ethereals are coming, Granny! Come on, we have to go!
Don't be scared. I'll protect you. I will.
You have to let go, Granny. That isn't your sweet cake.
It's a sweet cake. I won't lose another sweet cake.
She won't listen. What do we do, Rena? Rena?
Name, Lacia Christie. Nurse ID 2107. Your sweet cakes aren't lost. The silly, smiling sweet cake still loves to smile. She became a maternity nurse, just like you. The loud sweet cake doesn't talk much over the phone. But he said he'll come see you. Right after his concert finishes. The drooling sweet cake has already become a senior investigator. He might be off fighting ethereals as we speak. You didn't lose them, Granny. They just grew up. Now, it's finally their turn to protect you.
Oh, whoa.
Please wait there, Granny. We'll be done with things here soon. I found you. The perfect bat. Hey. Sneak it up now. I found you. Get ready. Ready? As you kindly fall into despair.
We're out of danger, and Granny Lacia has calmed down.
You look familiar.
It's okay if you don't remember me. But do you...
Sweet cakes? Not a fan of cakes. They're sticky and dry out your mouth.
That's the one thing you gotta remember.
Do you remember anything that happened the last few days? What you had for breakfast, where you were, and who you spoke to yesterday?
No, I don't remember. Oh, I remember now. I'd lost something for a long time, and a kind soul helped me find it. Oh, what was it I lost?
That's okay. As long as you found it, the who isn't important. I'll remember all the unimportant details for... Well now, I'd already contacted all the sweet cakes before we went into the hollow. They're on the...
Hey, I hit 39. Let's go.
Ah, there you are, Miss Rena. I'm your contact from the new Eridu Housekeeping Association.
Yes, I've completed the assessment. Shall we discuss the specifics at Granny's house?
About that, Miss Rena. I have to apologize. After double-checking, we realized she wasn't the client for your assessment.
What?
We got her mixed up with a lady of the same name, Laisha Christie. Actually, this elderly lady came to the association a few times, saying she's looking for her sweet cakes. But staff always got rid of her. But someone got careless that day. They let her in the assessment reception room and then... well, the rest was a coincidence.
If it weren't for carelessness and coincidence, she'd still be out there searching. So things turned out okay.
As for the official assessment, could I ask you to file with the association as soon as possible?
Later, perhaps. I need to get her home first. There are several people waiting for her.
I'll go with you. Perhaps there is some kind of compensation the Housekeeping Association can offer.
Well then, I'll come see you at the store as soon as I'm finished. Hello, Manager. I appreciate your help these last few days.
How was Granny?
The bad news is her memory is in severe decline. She doesn't recognize anyone anymore, let alone... But the rest is good news. The Housekeeping Association contacted a suitable nursing home for her, and the sweet cakes all agreed to visit her on different days. She may not remember them, but everyone is looking forward to spending time with her. Perhaps one day she'll...
Perhaps one day people will find a cure for cognitive corruption syndrome.
That would be nice. Cognitive corruption syndrome. Who knows? I've been in the hollows for so long. Perhaps I have it without even realizing. When I'm old, I might be looking for sweet cakes just like Granny Laisha. No. I'll probably be far more stubborn, rebellious, and unwilling to listen than her.
Looking for sweet cakes sounds like fun. Don't forget to bring me along.
It's a promise then. When that day comes, don't be put off when I turn into Granny Rena, and stick with me until I find my sweet cakes.
That looks like it's gonna be it for me. Those of you that came out and decided to watch, thanks for watching. I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.